Hi everyone, Abby here, and welcome back to Tech Tuesday. Today I'm going to be comparing the Garmin Venu 2S to the Garmin Vivoactive 4S. But before I get started, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay tuned to all my new videos dropping weekly and so you can help the channel grow. So I have the Garmin Venu 2S in the color white rose gold and the Garmin Vivoactive 4S in the color dust rose light gold. Today I'm going to be going over some similarities and differences between both of these smartwatches. In case you guys are looking for a more in-depth review, I have done that on both of these watches. So if you want to see kind of how to use them, you can go ahead and check out those videos after watching this. So first I'm going to be talking about price. So the Garmin Venu 2S is currently $519.99 Canadian or $399.99 American. And the Garmin Vivoactive 4S is currently $349.99 Canadian and American. In Canada, this was originally $479.99, but it's currently on sale pretty much everywhere for $140 off. So if you're looking to get the Vivoactive 4S, it's definitely a good price drop in Canada. In America, we could see that there is a $50 difference between the Vivoactive 4S and the Venu 2S. So that can be a huge factor if you're deciding between these two smartwatches. The Garmin Venu 2S does have some extra functions that the Vivoactive 4S does not. All right guys, now I'm gonna go into some spec comparisons for you guys, and I'm gonna start off with the differences on the Garmin Venu 2S. So it has an AMOLED display, a resolution of 360 by 360 pixels. It has an optional always on display. Not my favorite function there. It has a battery life up to 10 days, advanced sleep analysis and sleep score. It has a heart rate sensor that's been updated, fitness age, health snapshot, HIIT workout tracking. The weight is 38.2 grams. It has muscle maps workouts, music storage up to 650 songs, and there's a lot more functions, but I'm kind of, running out of screen space here. But these are the main ones, the most important, I think. Now coming over to the Vivoactive 4S. It has a transflective display, which is that Garmin display that we all know and love. Excellent in, sunlight situations. It has an always on display, and I mean a real always on display where it's on 24/7. So the battery life here is up to 7 days. It has your basic sleep tracking, where you're able to see more in-depth stuff by looking in the app. The weight is 40 grams. It has music storage up to 500 songs, has a resolution of 218 by 218 pixels, and this is kind of it for the differences now. I'm gonna be talking about the display now, guys. So, on the Garmin Venu 2S, we have an AMOLED display. On the Garmin Vivoactive 4S, we have Garmin's traditional transflective display. All right guys, so now I'm just going to show you some shots of me outside when I was on my walk so you can see what the Garmin Vivoactive 4S and the Garmin Venu 2S look like out in the real world in sunlight conditions. We can see that the Venu 4S does have an always on display. You can choose the brightness settings from like 10 to 100%. Mine's set at 30, and then when you tap it, it lights up. The Garmin Venu 2S, basically it does not have an always on display. There is an option for certain watch faces to have always on, but when you use the always on display, it brings your battery life to 2 days, guys. So nobody's gonna wanna do that. But it does have a raise to wake, and also when you tap it, it turns on. I would like to see them be able to kind of give you that excellent battery life with the always on display like they do on the Vivoactive 4S with that traditional Garmin display. So in terms of the packaging, I definitely like this one more. You just get the pictures of the Garmin Vivoactive on the sides, and then on the back you get all this fun information. Here we have pictures of the Garmin Venu 2S going all around, and then on the back there's just this. I mean, why? Having all this information is so helpful for a consumer because they can see exactly what the watch can do, but Garmin decided to just write Garmin on the back. I mean, I don't know why. So definitely a better box here. So talking about the design now, they are very, very similar in design, guys. Basically, in my opinion, they just copied the Vivoactive 4S and just made slight differences here, because this watch is definitely more like the Vivoactive 4S than it is like the Venu. We could see that they have the same size display, they have the same size watch band, 18mm quick release watch band here. Same design on the bands as well. There's definitely a difference in the heart rate sensors. As you can see, they are different designs here. When I have tested them, you know, doing my workouts, I basically get like the exact same results within like 2%. So I think that they're both great heart rate sensors. So now we're gonna go into similarities between the Venu 2S and the Vivoactive 4S. They both are made of Corning Gorilla Glass 3. They're 18mm watch bands. They both have music storage capabilities. They're both water resistant, up to 5 ATM. They both have a stainless steel bezel. They both have 2 buttons on the side and the same kind of functionality there. They both have the same basic clock features, same health monitoring. They both have GPS built in. They both have swim tracking, stress tracking, animated workouts, women's health like menstrual tracking, Bluetooth, and the display on both the Venu 2S and the Vivoactive 4S is 1.1 inches or 2.5 millimeters in diameter. And more, guys. There are a lot of functions between these smartwatches. They're an excellent kind of mid-level Garmin watch where they can basically track everything the average person needs it to. So I did want to quickly tell you guys that I do have a screen protector on both of these. I don't know if you could notice them, but it's one that I absolutely love and it's super cheap. I got it off Amazon. So it was less than $10 for a pack of 6. This is what the package looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the link in the description in case you guys wanna check it out. But basically, this is a screen protector for a Vivoactive 4S. It also fit kind of perfectly on my Venu 2S. So if you guys are looking to save a little bit of money, I would go ahead and pick up that screen protector and use it on your Venu 2S because all of the new Venu 2S stuff that's coming out is a lot more expensive. There's a teeny little bit of overlap here. The Venu 2S screen is slightly smaller than the Vivoactive 4S screen. So now I'm just gonna talk about the battery life, guys. With my uses, the actual battery life I got is 5 to 6 days for the Vivoactive 4S and 7 to 8 days for the Venu 2S. So obviously the Venu wins here. The battery life here is just phenomenal. In terms of accuracy, like your fitness tracking and your sleep tracking, all of that, I'd say they're both pretty accurate. They're both really easy to learn how to use. And then there's just kind of slight differences in like the operating system and how everything displays. Like if I swipe up here, you can see all that stuff here. If I swipe up here, it just shows up differently. All your metrics. This one kind of shows you everything. And then when you click on it, it goes a lot bigger. All right, guys, so if you already have the Garmin Vivoactive 4S, or if you have the Venu, is it worth the upgrade to getting the Garmin Venu 2S? Well, at this point, I'm going to say no. I don't think it's worth the upgrade here. Yes, you're getting better battery life, you're getting a beautiful display, a faster watch and all that, but for the price of $519.99, no, it's not worth that price. Even if you're talking about $399 American, no. I mean, I can't say it's worth it. That being said, we are having a bunch of major holidays coming up, guys. Sale days, we're having Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Amazon Prime Day, Boxing Day. These are the times when I would say, hey, go ahead and get the Garmin Venu 2S. But for the regular price right now, I don't think it's worth the upgrade, guys. So honestly, guys, this one's gonna be going back. I'm gonna be keeping this as my primary smartwatch because I cannot justify that price buying this right now when they basically do the exact same thing. But on one of those sale days, I'm definitely gonna go ahead and buy myself Venu 2S and then make that my primary smartwatch. So I would definitely recommend waiting, guys. If you're looking to track your fitness metrics, your sleep, everything, you cannot go wrong by picking either of these smartwatches, guys. So if you are interested in buying either of these, I would definitely go ahead and head to the description below. I've left some links there for you to use. All right, guys, so that's all I have for you today. I hope you did find this review helpful. And if you guys have any questions, if there's anything I missed on this review that you want to know, make sure to comment below. Thanks for watching, guys, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.